Hey everybody, Dr. Nick here, and today we're going to talk about the gut and we're going to talk about inflammation. And they say that inflammation is the root of all disease, and I believe that that is true. So, if we want to improve our health, getting rid of inflammation and lowering inflammation in our body is going to be of benefit. But most of the time, when we think about getting rid of inflammation, we think of things like detoxes and changing diets and exercise and saunas and cold plunges, and all of those things do help combat inflammation. But there's one key critical factor that you can detox, you can go carnivore diet, you can go vegan, you can do all cold plunges, you can do all the things. But if you're missing this one key part, inflammation is still going to be in the body wreaking havoc to a certain extent. And that is the vagus nerve. And we've done videos on the vagus nerve before, but this is one research study that I wanted to share with you. I'm going to share my screen here. This is a study that they did where they were researching inflammation in the gut. Now, as you know, we see a lot of kids in our office and a lot of patients in our office that have neurological imbalances, neurological disorders, autism, anxiety, ADHD, cerebral palsy, anxiety, all of those things. And it is also very commonly known that people that struggle with those challenges neurologically also oftentimes have gut issues, whether that's bloating, whether that's constipation or diarrhea or IBS. And we all know that much research is coming out about the whole gut brain axis, how the gut is literally the second brain. The bacteria, the microbiome, all of those things, the diversity of bacteria in the gut influences the production of serotonin and influences production of the chemicals our brain uses to make us feel happy and feel happy emotions and not be depressed and all that. In fact, most drugs, SSRIs, they impact those same chemicals and they don't increase the production of those chemicals in our brain. They just prevent our body from taking them up and utilizing them so they stay in the little gap between the neurotransmitters. And that's a different topic, but that's what an SSRI does kind of from a 30,000 foot view. But the point is that if you don't change the gut, then you're not going to increase those happy chemicals in the brain either. So this is a study called, well, I'll pull it up full screen here. This is a study where they were measuring the gut and they were measuring inflammation in the gut. And they were measuring the amount of inflammation in the gut based on vagal nerve tone. So the status, the functionality of the vagus nerve. And what they found in this study was that when they would stimulate the vagus nerve, it potently reduced intestinal inflammation. All right. The vagus nerve comes right out of the cranium. It's a cranial nerve. It comes right out of the brainstem and it weaves its way down the cervical spine into the thoracic area and it innervates the gut, the lungs, the heart, all of those things. And when they would stimulate that with a electrical stimulation, it lowered inflammation in the gut. And quite reversely, when they performed a vagotomy on the test subjects, meaning they removed the vagus nerve, it increased gut inflammation. And that goes directly with chiropractic care. When we adjust the spine, when we make a chiropractic adjustment, a neurologically focused, specific chiropractic adjustment, it stimulates the vagus nerve. When we do the scans in our office, it is measuring the functionality of the autonomic nervous system. In other words, the activity of the vagus nerve. So if we find that you have inflammation in the nervous system that's preventing the vagus nerve from stimulating, that is going to affect the inflammation in the gut. It is a direct correlation between gut inflammation and vagus nerve activity. So, neurologically focused chiropractic care stimulates the vagus nerve, which influences the gut microbiome. And when you tack chiropractic care in combination with things like dietary changes and infrared saunas and cold plunges and the carnivore diet and all the new trends, animal-based diet, and you decrease inflammation externally from the external things you put in your body and on your body, then combine that with chiropractic care, it is going to get your body into a state of health and wellness like you've never had before. So, this is just a great study that I wanted to share with you guys. I share this in my Perfect Storm workshops that I do, where we talk specifically about neurological disorders. And this is one of those slides that I share in that workshop. I thought it would be interesting for you guys in social media as well. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.